Today's question comes from Milwaukee, Wisconsin, and the reader writes, "How do I gift a LLC that holds rental property to a trust for my son?" He explains, "I wish to gift several rental properties that are titled to an LLC to an irrevocable trust for my son. If it were titled in my name, it would be easy to make the transfer of title, but in this case we would not be changing title but rather ownership of the LLC. So great question, and you're on the right track here, and this is a good method for a couple of reasons which I want to discuss. First, putting your rental properties in an LLC is smart for liability protection and for leaving them to the next generation or to your heirs for estate planning. Second, it's smart you're planning to leave them at death because real estate often appreciates, and by leaving them to your son at death, he would get a step up in basis, meaning whatever they're worth at your death, that would become his value if he were to sell them. So for capital gains taxes, let's say you bought the properties for $200,000 20 years ago, and when you die they're worth $500,000. If you leave them to him at death, your son will take them at $500,000, and if he sold them for $500,000, he would potentially owe no capital gains. Whereas if you gifted them to him today, he would take them at your basis of $200,000 and owe capital gains tax of 15% on the $300,000 that he made for selling them for $500,000 when his basis is at $200,000. So it's a great method to leave highly appreciated assets like real estate to someone upon death like you're doing. Now, as for how to do this, you can simply execute an assignment. If you're the sole member of your LLC, you can assign your membership interest, that's what we call your ownership interest in the LLC in Wisconsin. You can assign it to your trust so that it's governed by the terms of your trust. Because an LLC membership interest is considered personal property, you can do this through an assignment that you can execute in front of a notary, a simple contract. I do this all the time for my clients. Any good estate planning attorney could help you execute this assignment of your 100% of your LLC interest into your irrevocable trust. Then your LLC and what that owns the properties would be governed by the terms of your trust upon your death. So you don't need to change the deed this way because the LLC already owns the rental properties. So I would say this is a great plan for the multiple reasons I outlined above. And again, you should be able to do this very simply by contacting any good estate planning attorney can help you execute that assignment and get that LLC interest right into your trust. Great question, and thank you for asking.